Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Cheeds! Today we're making baked ziti. Let's do it. Alrighty, first things first, we're going to cut up 2 shallots, or you can use a whole onion if you so choose. Next we're going to chop up a couple sprigs of rosemary. I'm using about 6 sprigs of rosemary. Take them off the stem. You're going to chop them up. Over high heat, we're going to add some avocado oil. Over high heat, we're going to add our shallots. After about 30 seconds, we're going to crush in 5 cloves of garlic. After about another 30 seconds, you're going to put in half a tube of tomato paste. After about a minute or so, we're going to add some garlic powder. Some onion powder. Then we're going to add in some oregano.
It's good.
Some thyme that I still don't have enough of on my hands. Some of that tomato bouillon. And that rosemary from earlier. After everybody's gotten to know each other very well, you're going to add about a pound of ground beef. And you're going to brown the ground beef up. I'm using 85-15 ground beef. If you want just a regular baked ziti, 1 pound works. But if you want it to be a little extra meaty, you can use another pound of ground beef. So total of 2 pounds. I'm not Arby's, but I do have some meats, so I'm using 2 pounds. How are they still in business? Does anyone know? I feel like nobody goes to Arby's. While you're browning the meat, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Mix that around. And we're also going to add some freshly cracked black pepper. Once the meat is just about browned, I'm going to use a whole can of San Marzano's tomatoes. You could also use tomato sauce if you want. This is a 28-ounce can. I blended it up to make sure it's nice and smooth. You're going to add that to the beef. And when you're using the can or you're using the blender, don't forget to add about a cup of water to get all that tomato out and add that to the beef as well. Once everything is nice and well incorporated, we're also going to toss in 2 sprigs of basil in there. And we're going to reduce our heat to medium. And then we're going to cover this up to let the flavors get to know each other for about 15 minutes. After about 15 minutes, you can take the lid off and fish out those sprigs that you put in earlier. Take those out. Give everything a nice stir. And you're going to taste for seasoning. I could use a little bit more salt. Just a little bit. Little. After that, you're going to take this off the heat and put it to the side. Now, for our pasta, we're going to bring some water to a boil. Don't forget to add a pinch of salt. And we're going to add a box of baked ziti. Alright, you want to cook the pasta till it's just right before al dente. If you take a bite, you should still see a little bit of the hard shell in there. Just like that. And you're going to take it off the heat and drain it. After draining the pasta, you're going to make sure you kill the heat. And we're going to add some of that meat tomato concoction we made earlier. We're going to add about 80% of it to the pasta. And then mix it around. Make sure everybody got to know each other nice and well. In your baking vessel of choice, you're going to take a little bit of that meat sauce and spread it along the bottom, like so. This is to help the pasta not stick to the pan. After that, you're going to take about half of that baked ziti, spread that along the bottom. Then you're going to add some ricotta cheese.
It's good.
Then we're going to grate in some provolone cheese on top. Then we're going to add some mozzarella. After adding the mozzarella, you're going to repeat the process again. You might be thinking, this is very similar to lasagna. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's very similar. After you complete the second layer, you're going to top it off with all that sauce. What sauce you have left over, just put that on top. And then we're gonna grate in some Parmesan cheese. After you finish grating the cheese, it should look something like this. Then you're gonna preheat your oven to 375. And then into that 375 oven, we're gonna add our pasta. And you're gonna cook it for about 20 to 25 minutes or until the cheese on top is nice and golden brown. After about 20 to 25 minutes, it should look something like this. Then you're gonna broil it for a couple minutes. After it's done broiling, it should look something like that. Woo! Can't wait. But before you do that, you want to let it rest for about 10 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's much time. Looks good. Bon appetit. That right there is most definitely Chidolicious. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.